Okay.
Hi, my name is Janie Marshall. I'm 67 years old. I have had so many children in my life, boys to men. Mothers that raise their children, especially the boys, because our world is now destroying our little ones. We need to learn the basics. The basics of life, what young men are, to have respect. You have to grow up knowing that mom is not your enemy, but she's trying to teach you before she moves on. If you learn the basic steps of being a young man is you can get far just with manners, being respectful, loving your neighbor as you love yourself. Give mommy that hug that she deserves because she's doing a job for two people. Know that we're not the ones, it's the people in the street that's trying to destroy you. My young men in my home this summer have learned a lot from being in this organization for the summer. I think that we as a group don't understand that it takes a whole tribe to raise one child. And if we see a child doing something, don't turn your head or walk away and say, it's not my responsibility. As parents of other children, we need to know that if I don't help one child, then who's going to help my children? It takes all of us to say, stop. The drugs are there, your peer pressure. It's so many things that are going to get in your way. Little boys, there's some of us already gone. You're going to wake up one day and you're going to be in elementary, then you're going to be in junior high and high school. And as you go those steps in your life, you're going to see that, oh, that friend of mine is gone. Did he move away? Probably not. He probably just got in with the wrong crowd. Now he's out there selling drugs. He's being killed by something. We're being killed by our own. And if you listen to the pastors in your church, the elders in your neighborhood, your mom, your aunties, even, we're not going to leave the men out because there's some men here that's doing their parts too. It's the ones that are not here. And we're trying to do two parts. As a grandmother, as a mother, as a woman out here in this world, we're trying to make a difference. We want to make a difference in our children coming up today. As an elder of the organization, I want to say to the mothers, love them now, because later on down the road, if the street gets them, you can't get them back. So we have to show them now. We don't know what day, what time that they'll go out and do the wrong thing. The kids will tell them, hey, we can steal this little thing, and then tomorrow they'll rob a bank. So you pay attention to all the little things. Anything that your child has changed in the last month, you ask them. Videos are not the best things. Watch your internet. Watch the phone calls. Don't let your children stay inside of a room because they're predators on those things looking for your child to say, hey, if you meet me somewhere, I can show you how to make $100. That's big money to a child. We need to put up things, barriers. We need to say to our children, tell me everything. If someone says to you, you can do this and get away with it, you want to say to your child, God sees all. He never sleeps. He doesn't nod. You're going to be seen. So children, pay attention to your parents. Listen to the teachers because they're the educators in your life. Every day that you go to school, put this in your head. I'm going to suck everything out of my teacher's brain because she's smarter or he's smarter than I. So I'm going to take this little straw in my head and I'm going to suck up math, English, history, all of it. I'm going to take this because at the end of the day, when I become a teenager and I'm getting ready to graduate from high school, I got to think now about college. When you start thinking about college, then you got to think about what am I going to be? Well, let's back this up. Mothers, ask your children when they're 5, What do they want to be? And you work with that by saying, you know what, you talk so much, you should be a lawyer. Well, you know, Obama, he's the president, first one. You know what, you could be the second. I would love to see my son president of the United States. I would love to see my son a doctor, a lawyer. There are lots of things, young men, that you can do. Don't worry about the streets, and I can make that fast dollar. Easy come, easy go. Parents, talk to them about their education. Talk to them about what they want to be, regardless to if it's your child or someone else's. We all play a part in being our history. I don't know. I think when you get older, you tend to look more at what's going on. I think when you were younger, we were thinking about, oh, how cute they are. But back then they were cute, but they were safe. In this day and age, don't worry about cuteness or how they're wearing their hair or what shoes they're wearing. Think about, can they go to the park and come back to me? Will there be a drive-by? Parents, be careful who you let your kids be with. Be careful who you let come in your home. This time, they're looking to see what they can find. If you put your children in the place that they should not be, because you want to hang out, you're making the biggest mistake of their lives, because you're allowing them to be adults too soon. Don't dress your boys with their pants down. Teach them that their pants should be up with a belt. Learn them to put their shirts inside. Back in the day, you remember, you just don't want to be not cool. I'd rather be not cool a parent or grandparent or great-grand, because I have great-great-grands. I took on the obligations of 13 children in my life who gave me 50 grands, 10 great-grands, and I don't go down the road. But out of them were a lot of boys. I had to learn to play ball, take a day off, and do mom and Sunday, or mom and grand, however it goes for you. Take that one day. Don't worry about husband, don't worry about boyfriends and all of that. Worry about that child. Say, you know what, I can play ball. Hey, let's fence for a while. Try boxing. They like boxing, and there are things that you can do with your child just right there in your house. And they don't need video games, and they don't need the internet. They don't need telephone. And most of us, we didn't have phones at our disposal 24/7. These kids walk with things in their pocket, and you don't always know what they're doing. I say to you parents, as a closing out, that the snake was told to me how this person loved this snake, that they made this snake lay with them. And all the time that this snake was lying there, the snake is a snake. And that's what our children are being peer pressure, is that snake. That snake is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And you're wondering, why is this snake growing so? I got this from Pastor Dan yesterday. And the snake is getting bigger and bigger. And you wonder, why is the snake getting bigger? It's a snake. It's gonna eat you up. Life is what you make it. And if you're not careful with your children, life will eat them up.
Thank you so much. Words of wisdom.
I teared up.